Hey, this is Allie Edwards, and in this video I just wanted to share with you how I am approaching my week in project life that is the same week as week in the life. Many of you may have been following along with my week in the life documentation, and I just finished up that album, and what I decided to do at the same time was print out photos for week in the life or for project life for this week, and then use these cards, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to use those in just a minute here. I also wanted to just briefly show you, these are, I have a bunch of weeks to catch up on in project life, which is totally fine with me. I just this is how my approach is, doing it at different points in time in the year. Lots of the weeks already have lots of things in them, but just haven't been finished off. So wanted to give you a quick look at this. A couple things to note. I'm using the May Stories card, which is from Stories by the Month. Then my plan here, I have photos all the way across the middle. Most of these are ones that are in addition to the ones that I included in my album. So they are not exactly the same as the ones that you would see in the album itself. I used a couple versions of this. I used a different version of that, and the rest of them I had a variety of things to choose from. So what I want to do, I'm actually going to take these 4x6 cards and I'm going to cut off the edge here. Now that's going to let me do a couple things. One is it's going to let me save the rest of the card and use that for something else, because I'm not going to put a lot of words in this week. My words all went into my project life or into the week in the life album itself. So what I want to do here is I want to take advantage of this part right here, and I'm going to save this that could be used for something else in the future in project life. I could even cut these down to 3x4s. That would fit in here for just some regular project life inspiration or regular project life stories. It's been a long day and it's Friday. But it could also be, you could put it on top of something where you have a little bit of a photo or a little bit of a pattern. That's another way that these extra pieces could be used. But what I'm deciding to do is I just want to put this along the edge of my photo, and it can go on either side. You can kind of vary it. That's probably what I'm going to do. And I am just going to take some adhesive when I find it here in a second and put the adhesive onto this piece, and then I'm going to slip it into the pocket there, and then I'm going to repeat that for the rest of these photos. So as usual, repetition is kind of key for me in this process, and especially with catching up with project life. I definitely love setting up systems for myself that can be repeated over and over again. So being able to have a set of 7 cards already that, reference a specific day of the week made this super easy. And I like the idea that I'm going to get to use them twice, right? I get to use them in this way of creating this label along the edge, but then I can also use the leftover portion again in the future, and that can drive a week of documenting for me, where I could even just write down for each day of the week, what happened in the morning, what happened in the afternoon, and what happened in the evening, and that can be a way that I proactively document. So a lot of the times recently I've been going in and doing things after the fact, right? I'm going back in time and putting these together. But that's not the only way to approach this project. Another way to approach this project is to do things in real time and have those extra cards out on my table downstairs, so that each day over the course of the week, all I have to do is write, jot down a couple notes from each day. And that would give me a word heavy week instead of a photo heavy week, which is what you're seeing here. This is actually a photo only week, essentially, where I'm not writing any additional words. And so that's just something to think about. And in the blog post for this day, I talk again about how this project for me is the sum of all the parts. It's not any one individual week. So if I have a week and I say, you know what, I'm just going to do photos this week, and then next week maybe I have significantly more words than I did the week before. Overall, I'm going to have a good mix. That's my goal, is to overall in these albums have a good mix of words and photos. And you can see that I'm adding the chipboard days of the week from the chipboard set. which was an add-on that is sold out now. I did add those in the center photos on top of the 3x4 photos. And then I decided to also add the cork stickers, one cork sticker onto each of my 4x6 photos. So just a little extra embellishing there. Those cork stickers are available still as part of the dimensional adhesive bundle. It includes the cork stickers, some clear stickers, and some puffy stickers. So that is an option if you're wanting to replicate something like this. The main kit is also still available if you wanted the Week in the Life main kit that can totally be used in Project Life and spread throughout a Project Life album. You don't have to use it for specifically documenting 1 week. But there you go. That's a look at how I brought my Week in the Life week into Project Life.